and by the end of the day, it's really difficult when we achieve a high-level top performer result to sustain that over time. So those tools can actually, not only generate improvements over time, but help you to sustain a new standard of performance.
AI in the ruminant sector. That is the topic I'm going to discuss in this episode of Future Feed Talks. In the hot seat, we have Leonardo Sa, Head of Precision Service Hub at dsm-firmenich. My name is Zana van Dijk, the editor of Dairy Global, and this series is in cooperation with dsm-firmenich Animal Nutrition and Health. So thank you, Leo, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me here.
Could you tell us a little bit about what the latest developments are in AI?
Oh, yes, of course. Like dsm-firmenich has been pioneered to launch LoR as the first livestock AI layer in the world back on 2022, where it was launched initially for Brazil market. And now there's far more solutions coming. First, LoR was launched for beef cattle, and now we're going to have LoR for dairy farmers as well. So targeting market in Europe, Canada, and Latam initially.
So there's a lot happening in the ruminant sector.
A lot of happening, yeah. And a lot of prediction models as well. So only within LoR, as many data as we start to generate from our customers, it allows us to develop new prediction tools. And LoR becomes smarter, right? And then can generate even more insights to our customers.
Right, so you mentioned LoR. Could you say a little bit about what the advantages or benefits are in terms of farm management?
Oh yeah, there are many. The first one, farmers are usually super busy and have so much to think about. And LoR is actually doing the hard work, reviewing the data patterns and finding out the deviation 24/7. And the machine is far better than us to do these repetitive tasks in a disciplined way. So instead of wait someone to go to the computer, take a report, interpretate the KPI, and then come up with a solution, LoR is a shortcut on all that process because it's doing the analysis of the data patterns and directly generating the insights, telling the farmer what is wrong and how he needs to, what has to be checked.
Right, so there's a lot in terms of time saving and when it comes to tasks at farm level. And so with adoption at farm level, for example, internet connection, are there challenges and what other challenges are there?
Yeah, there are challenges. LoR is a cloud solution, but looking for the experience we have in large ranches in Brazil, in remote areas, we don't have any internet coverage at all. So we've designed an architecture that the application that goes on a smartphone is really light. So once the cowboy is back to his home to rest, right? Everybody needs to come back to their house at least once a day. They get internet connectivity, even it's Starlink or other satellite connections, and then LoR will be able to act. And LoR can also learn from this user experience and be ready once the internet at the same time is going to be available to generate the precise insights.
So that has been thought about, it seems.
Yeah. But lots of farmers have been investing in internet connectivity because they see the value behind the solution. Yes.
Yeah. And so in Latin America specifically, in terms of digital farm management tools, I think you know a little bit more about that region.
Yep.
Could you explain what's happening there?
Yeah, we see not only Latam, but everywhere in the world, right? Technology has become a trend in the farming business. We have a lot of sensors, a lot of startups coming with solutions. And what we see is when farmers start to invest in technology in general, they exponentially increase the number of data that they carry. And the problem is, how can I transform this data in decision-making and tangible results? So that's the key point where AI fits in, to solve this specific problem.
That can help, but it is also very specific per farm, right?
Right. Yeah. Lorne will learn from what user is requesting and use the farm level data to accurate the algorithms. So we have machine learning algorithms on the background, and then your specific data from your specific farm will definitely help the algorithm to understand your data and accurate the predictions and the insights.
Right. So we've talked a bit about Latin America. How does this compare in other regions? Do you have some insights there?
Farmers are farmers everywhere. And, due to the sustainability pressure they've been facing and also commodity prices pressure, they've been facing the same challenges everywhere. And of course, my opinion, Latam has still some specificities regarding to challenges.
Yes.
But I believe, labor force, skilled labor force has been one of the big challenges where technology really can help farmers to solve that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the value of connecting various tools on farm? Because I can assume for farmers, there are all these tools and it all has to come together to bring tailored information to the farmer.
It's a good question because, like I said, we have startups emerging with new solutions. Every single company, they carry their own databases. And by the end of the day, you don't have integration. You have silos of data. And actually, as dsm-firmenich, what we are doing is to use LoRe to integrate those databases in an open innovation concept, working with startups, working in collaboration with other companies, and use all this data and simplifying the data use and unlock the value of this data to farmers.
Right.
Yeah. So creating a unique data lake.
So when I think of AI, I always think about robots, but obviously on farm, this is a different story. How will AI change the roles of workers on farm or employees and also farm owners? How will it impact? How does it impact the roles?
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe that AI will actually,
Replace or change
or take jobs in the farm level. But it will make people more efficient.
Yes.
It will make people, how could I say, if you consider, for example, most of the animal size KPIs, they are lag indicators. So once you measure, the feed conversion, there is nothing you can do. You can't go back in the past and take the decisions. So a tool like AI, like LoRe, is actually giving this persona the opportunity to act now, to figure out what is wrong on the daily work routine and act now in order to change the output in the future. So it's giving speed and it's giving visibility, timing and visibility for the farmers.
And how else will AI revolutionize the farm today for the future, do you think?
Yeah, AI will definitely be a game changer and has been already a game changer in our customers. Yes, we're seeing, the combination of AI with the topping edge nutritional solutions of DSM generating huge improvements in performance in farms. Even farms that were our customers for years, like Conforto Farm that we had here in the ruminant seminar. Is a one big case. Last year they had 8% of improvement, which was already a top performer farm. So, and of course, LoRe and DSM nutritional solutions were a huge part of that.
So there's always growth and improvement.
And and there is a lot of room that we still don't know where, the roof is going to be. So the sky is going to be the limit.
The sky's the limit, yes, when it comes to this
So
transformation.
much to be done.
And to learn.
And by the end of the day, it's really difficult when we achieve a high level top performer result to sustain that over time. So those tools can actually, not only generate improvements over time, but help you to sustain a new standard of performance.
Right. a bit about the out with the old and in with the new, perhaps, in that way. And in terms of region and who is at the forefront, is that something that we can talk about? Do you have some insights to share on that?
Yeah, I pretty much, I believe that some regions we have early adopters of technology. I believe Latin farmers are more open to, to be open-minded and work as early adopters for this kind of technologies.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know, but I believe they have so many other challenges regarding to infrastructure, regarding to market regulation, and I believe that somehow they tend to, to do something different in order to be competitive, to maintain their business competitive over time. And of course, we started to develop those solutions in Latam, right? So in somehow...
It's the base.
Yeah, they started to not only to adopt the solutions, but also be able to have access to those solutions in the early stage.
As well, yeah.
Yeah.
So many exciting topics today. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank you for having me.
us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for watching Future Feed Talks. If you want to see more episodes or listen to our podcast, please click on the link below.